So, like today, we'll see how you can start building your own CI/CD pipelines. So, in last class, we have seen what all the in the settings tab, which all the options which GitLab provides us in terms of setting up a CI/CD and walking around the runners, how you can set up a runner, customized runner, or a shared runner, everything. So, we'll start creating our own basic CI file. So, as of now, there is some code that exists over here ci.yml, so we will clear that. So basic thing, we'll start. We have to create a file with name .gitlab-ci.yml. So once that is done, so only things you have to start saying is, so let's say we'll write s1 stands for stage 1. So these are the basic syntax which we need to follow. With s1 is done, so we'll be writing uh, the complete syntax of how we can create a pipeline from end to end. So for first stage, so we will start with something called as an image we have to give. So image is nothing but where your command should run. So it can be any command, whether you're running any shell command or any other Linux command. According to that, you have to choose an image, so that you can run those commands in particular image. So it's nothing but you can't run a Windows command in Linux, and vice versa. Uh, you can't run Linux command in Windows. So in the same way, you should be knowing an alternative command to where and which OS you can run that. So first you have to give your stage, and either you for initially, if you don't give the image also, by default GitLab will be familiar, so that it gives you the Linux kind of a flavor terminals, so you can run what all things which you need. It will You can run that particular without giving image. But if you want you some commands which run on particular familiarized environment, so at that time you have to give the image name thoroughly, so that it can pick up easily. So now we can give this as a particular s1, and you can also give something called as a script. So script is nothing but inside which your entire commands, whichever commands you need to run, you have to provide that list completely over there. So as of now, for starters, we'll give script tag, and you have to give the basic syntax. So let's say I want to run GitLab CI. So you can also add. So you can write this as a one stage. So in the second stage, you want to say what the commands. So you can write it as script. You can echo that part as well. So you can do with echo test. So this is a basic script. As of now, we have not done anything fancy, but the way, so you have to construct your pipeline in series wise. You can give as a stage name, and script tag stands for where and what commands you need to run, so that that particular commands gets executed. So on just selecting commit, so a pipeline will start executing at backend of this. So how you can confirm is, so if your GitLab CI with whatever the indentation or the keywords or the key terms which are not supported by GitLab, if you mention those stuffs over here, it will be reflecting at the time of commit, and it will throw you GitLab invalid error. So if it's as of now, we can say everything is fine. So if you go and see ourselves in pipeline, we'll be able to see whether that is running or not in terms of that. So you can see 12 seconds ago, only stage 1. So we had written two stages, but here we can see only s1, s1 and s2 both got executed in the single test stage. So what is significance over, we'll see what is the significance of test. So if you don't give any particular stage, so we'll see how you can add stages into your pipeline. But by default, if you don't give any stages, so the first stage it will run is test. So test is nothing but like it can be unit test or any programming language specific test which you need to construct for your pipeline. So it will default, GitLab will treat it as a test stage, second stage will be build, third stage will be deploy. So if you don't give anything, so it will be treated as a single stage and everything will run inside this particular names. So let's say if you click on this S1, so you can see the entire runner is backend managed by GitLab. You're not using any of the your resources to run your pipelines. So this is automatically managed by GitLab. So you can see by default it is using some image with Ruby 2.5. See, and on top of that, it is running all your commands which you have given. So let's say we have given welcome to. So welcome to has been executed, and GitLab CI has been executed. So this is the basic commands which are echo statements. So in the same way, if you click on is2, what all comments which you have given at backend, those comments will be executed. So cd test, and here also it is pulling Ruby 2.5 as some basic image. On top of that, entire OS is constructed, Docker OS is built, and some of the scripts which GitLab perspective that getting executed. So this is the shell where you can see what all the logs are, what's the progress of your pipeline. If something fails, you can come over here, troubleshoot this and fix that pipeline. So this is the basic pipeline you can uh, start off. So now we'll go back to the repository, and for now we'll add some stages, customized stages we'll add. So if we click on this, just click on this edit button. So now what we'll do is we'll add stages. So stages is a keyword. So if you click on stages, in the same way you have to follow the same indentation. So give stage one. So either you can use space or no space or underscore stage 2. So now there will be no default test stage which will be executed by default on behalf of GitLab. So you can mention your own particular customized stage which you have built. So you have to maintain indentation. So stage 1. So next will be stage 2. So that's all. So that now we have added stages into our pipeline, and also we are customizing our names with our particular stage. So what has to be run in for one particular stage. So now we have separated our S1 and S2 so that both will run not on parallelly by sequential manner. So if let's say S1, once S1 runs, only then S2 will start. So it's like a unidirectional. If S1 fails, even S2 should fail. So we just, if you click on this commit message, so you can see a pipeline is triggered over here. So even you can confirm from here also. So if you click on this, you will be taken into the same landing page. So now you can see our stage 1 got, earlier there was a test stage but which is the default stage. So now it has been bifurcated into two, and stage 1 and stage 2 it has been separated. So we can see over here stage 1. So inside this stage 1 there are the same commands which we have run previously, and in the stage 2 it's getting executed. So a runner, it takes some time for a runner to gets allocated into our pipeline. So once it gets allocated, so our job will be executed. So you can see test job is executed. So this is how, like, we have created a pipeline, so basic pipeline. So you can start doing some changes around. So we'll be adding much more complexity into this pipeline as and when we keep on deep diving into this pipeline. Thank you.